how coding is involved in software engineering and how you use it in your everyday life.
So everything you do when you write software is coding.
Yeah.
So what that means is you are basically writing, just like you write in English, you're writing in a language, a software language. So for example, if you're a VB.NET developer, then you're writing your program, your functions, your features that you want in your software in VB.NET.
Okay.
So that concept of writing your program or writing your functions is what is commonly called as coding.
Okay.
So similarly, when you design a web page and you're writing HTML to design it, that's also coding. What you're looking at is code written in Visual Basic.NET. So this is what you would call a back-end code.
Okay.
So you've got Visual Studio. As you can imagine, this is more English-like, but when it's compiled, it will be converted into zeros and ones, the computer binary language. So this is all the code that has been written. Anything you see in green is more like comments about this, what we call this function. So there's certain comments about that function.
Okay.
And basically, whoever is writing this code, they write comments on what this function does. And these are all the what we call classes. These are all the files. So .vb extension indicates these are Visual Basic files. So when you see things like div, class, and you will see things like HTML, then a head. These are what we call, this is HTML code. So it's HTML5.
Okay.
And it always starts with the HTML as a starting tag, and then there are certain other tags, and then the file always ends with HTML at the bottom.
All right.
Embedded in here, this code, this is what's called JavaScript.
Okay.
So the HTML and JavaScript is used together for front end, what the user sees. So so all these files that have .vb, those are backend code, backend files, and anything that have .htm or .html, those are front end files. And the JavaScript files have an extension called should be here somewhere. It's called .js. So .js is JavaScript file.